The tragic and triumphant life of ravishing Rick Rude, early life and entry into wrestling born. Richard Irwin Rude on December 7th, 1958, in the small town of St. Peter, Minnesota, Rick Rude was destined to become one of professional wrestling's most unforgettable figures. Growing up in a modest Midwestern setting, Rude was an athletic youth with a natural charisma that would later define his in-ring persona. His early years were marked by a passion for sports, particularly bodybuilding and wrestling, which showcased his physical prowess and competitive spirit. Standing over 6 feet tall with a chiseled physique, Rude had the look of a star, but it was his determination that set him on the path to greatness. Rude's entry into professional wrestling came in 1982 under the tutelage of Eddie Sharkey, a respected trainer who had mentored numerous wrestling talents. Sharkey saw potential in the young Rude, who debuted as Ricky Rude, a babyface, a likable, heroic character fans could rally behind. His early matches in small promotions, including Vancouver and Georgia, were a testing ground. Though he didn't win his first televised match, Rude's resilience shone through. By 1983, he made his mark in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, securing his first televised victory with a well-executed dropkick, a move that highlighted his athleticism and in-ring promise. The rise of ravishing Rick Rude. In 1984, Rude reinvented himself in the Memphis wrestling scene, adopting the persona of ravishing Rick Rude. This transformation was pivotal. Gone was the clean-cut good guy. In his place stood an arrogant, flamboyant heel, a villain fans loved to hate. Managed by the legendary Jimmy Hart, Rude's new character was a master of provocation, strutting to the ring with a cocky swagger and a penchant for taunting the crowd. His feuds with wrestling icons like Jerry the King Lawler electrified audiences, cementing Rude as a rising star. The ravishing moniker wasn't just a nickname, it was a lifestyle, embodied by his flashy robes, perfectly sculpted physique, and a smirk that could incite a riot. Rude's career gained momentum as he moved through various promotions. In late 1984, he joined Championship Wrestling from Florida, where he was managed by Percy Pringle, later known as Paul Bearer. Here, Rude continued to hone his craft, engaging in high-stakes feuds and racking up victories. His charisma and in-ring ability made him a standout, and by 1985, he had joined World Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW. In WCCW, Rude's star power soared. He captured multiple titles and, in a historic moment, became the first world champion of the newly renamed World Class Wrestling Association. His ability to blend technical wrestling with a larger-than-life persona made him a force to be reckoned with. WWF stardom and iconic feuds. The year 1987 marked a turning point as Rude joined the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, the biggest stage in professional wrestling. Here he fully embraced his heel persona, becoming one of the most despised yet captivating figures in the industry. Rude's entrances were a spectacle. Draped in glittering robes, he'd taunt the audience with his signature hip swivel and a microphone tirade, often mocking the fat, out-of-shape fans. His arrogance was magnetic, drawing intense reactions from crowds who couldn't resist booing him. One of Rude's most memorable WWF feuds was with Jake the Snake Roberts. The rivalry took a personal turn when Rude taunted Roberts by wearing tights adorned with an image of Roberts' wife, Cheryl. This provocative move pushed the boundaries of sports entertainment, blending real emotion with theatrical storytelling. The feud captivated audiences, showcasing Rude's ability to play a psychological villain. He also clashed with other WWF legends, including the Ultimate Warrior, whom he defeated to win the WWF Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship in 1989. The title reign solidified Rude as a top-tier talent, capable of holding his own against the industry's biggest names. Rude's in-ring style was a perfect blend of power and finesse. His signature move, the Rude Awakening Neckbreaker, was a devastating finisher that left opponents crumpled on the mat. Off the ring, his charisma made him a standout on the microphone, where he'd deliver promos that were equal parts hilarious and infuriating. His ability to rile up crowds while maintaining an air of supreme confidence made him a master entertainer. Challenges and departure from WWF. Despite his success, Rude's time in the WWF wasn't without challenges. In 1990, a real-life disagreement with WWF management led to his departure. The details of the dispute remain murky, but it marked a turning point in Rude's career. He returned to WCW where he continued to excel, capturing the WCW United States Championship and engaging in memorable feuds with stars like Sting and Ric Flair. Rude's versatility allowed him to thrive in different promotions, adapting his persona to fit each audience while maintaining his core identity as the ravishing villain. However, the physical toll of wrestling began to catch up with Rude. The industry's demanding schedule, combined with the constant punishment of high-impact moves, led to a series of injuries. In 1994, a back injury sustained during a match forced Rude into retirement. The injury was a devastating blow as Rudy was still in his prime, with years of potential left in the ring. Though he stepped away from active competition, his love for wrestling kept him involved in the industry. The comeback in D-Generation X, Rude couldn't stay away from wrestling for long. In 1997, he made a surprising return, first with Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, where his veteran presence added credibility to the upstart promotion. Later that year, he joined the WWF's D-Generation X, DX, a rebellious faction led by Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chyna. DX was a cultural phenomenon, known for its edgy antics and defiance of authority. Rude's role as the group's insurance policy added a layer of menace, as his imposing presence and no-nonsense attitude complemented the faction's chaotic energy. In a historic moment in 1997, Rude made wrestling history by appearing on both WWF's Raw and WCW's Monday Nitro on the same night. This was possible because Raw was pre-recorded, and Rude had jumped to WCW by the time it aired. The stunt shocked fans and highlighted the intense rivalry between the two promotions during the Monday Night Wars. Rude's involvement in this moment cemented his status as a pivotal figure in wrestling's most competitive era. The tragic end. Rude's life was tragically cut short on April 20th, 1999, when he was found dead at the age of 40. The official cause of death was heart failure, linked to an overdose of mixed medications, including muscle relaxants, painkillers, and sleep aids. An autopsy revealed that Rude had an enlarged heart, a condition likely exacerbated by the medications in his system. The exact circumstances of his death remain shrouded in mystery, fueling speculation and debate among fans and peers. Some believe Rude's death was an accidental overdose, the result of mixing medications to manage chronic pain from his wrestling injuries. Others speculate that he may have been grappling with deeper issues, including depression, which could have led to intentional misuse. Wrestling's grueling physical demands often leave performers with lingering injuries, and Rude's back issues were well documented. The reliance on painkillers and other medications is a common struggle in the industry. In Rude's case was a stark reminder of the dangers of inadequate support for athletes' physical and mental health. Friends and fellow wrestlers have shared varied perspectives on Rude's struggles. Some recall his vibrant personality and dedication to his craft, while others noted signs of emotional and physical strain behind the scenes. The lack of definitive answers has left fans with lingering questions, but the prevailing sentiment is one of tragedy. A man who gave everything to wrestling was ultimately consumed by its toll. Personal life and legacy. Outside the ring, Rude was a devoted family man. Married twice, he was a loving father to his children, balancing the demands of his wrestling career with his commitment to his family. Those who knew him personally spoke of his kindness and loyalty, a stark contrast to the arrogant persona he portrayed in the ring. Rude's ability to separate his on-screen character from his real-life self was a testament to his professionalism and authenticity. Rude's legacy in wrestling is undeniable. As a four-time world champion across multiple promotions, he left an indelible mark on the industry. His role in D-Generation X and his groundbreaking dual appearance on Raw and Nitro remain iconic moments in wrestling history. Beyond his accomplishments, Rude's charisma, athleticism, and ability to connect with audiences made him a true showman. A cautionary tale. Rick Rude's story is a blend of triumph and tragedy. His journey from a small-town athlete to a global wrestling icon is a testament to his talent and determination. Yet his untimely death serves as a sobering reminder of the challenges athletes face, particularly in an industry as physically and emotionally demanding as professional wrestling. The mix of medications that contributed to his passing highlights the dangers of pain management without proper oversight, while the speculation about his mental health underscores the need for better support systems for performers. Reflecting on Rude's life, we're reminded to celebrate the person behind the persona. Ravishing Rick Rude was more than a wrestling villain. He was a competitor, a showman, and a family man whose passion for his craft was matched only by the challenges he faced.